Hi, how's it going, everyone? My name is Rich, aka the Delta Ninja. Tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys for the first time unboxing of the new Lose Team Lite Speed Spool LFS. This is the highest end model of their new LFS series, which LFS stands for Lighter, Faster, Stronger. It's their push of Lose's attempt of bringing affordable reels that are super light but pack a lot of performance in it. So the model I got is the left-handed version that comes in a 7.521 gear ratio. I believe the only other ratio offered is 6.521, but that's only for right-handed. So without wasting any time, let's go ahead and take a look to see what you get from a box. And according to this little tag that comes with it, you get a chance to get a free hoodie with the purchase of this reel. So, taking a look at it, you have the standard owner's manual with the warranty registration card. Won't get too much into the specs of this reel. You guys can easily find this online at the Lose website or any online retailer such as Tackle Warehouse, Tackle Direct, or whoever sells this reel. It should be on there. Okay, so putting this on the side, we have the actual reel itself, and it looks like you actually get a bottle of Lose little oil for lubrication. Okay, so first impressions of the reel, it looks very compact, very sleek. So compared to the other models, color-wise, this one has a silver body with some gold accents. And as a comparison, in the background, I have a couple Lose reels and one Shimano Corrado 200i. So at least you can see or compare. If you guys haven't had a chance to handle this reel yet, I never did, but I went ahead and purchased it online. So this is the Lose Tournament Pro Speed Spool. This is the BB1 Pro, and again the Corrado 200i. First impressions. Reel is very light. It's rated at, it weighs, according to the manufacturer, 5.7 ounces, which makes this the lightest reel on the market that is not made of a magnesium frame. Again, with this kind of weight, you're looking at magnesium reels such as, I think, the Daiwa Stees or Pixies, or even the Shimano cores. Those are very light, but again, those are magnesium framed reels. This one is actually an aluminum, one-piece aluminum frame with carbon side plates, or their C45 carbon side plates. So this one, in theory, it should be, you can use this in salt or at least brackish water without any issues. I'm right-handed, but I fish both left and right-handed reels. I bought this one meant for more vertical presentation, so I like to use my dominant hand with that. Cranking the reel handle, typical Lose, very, very smooth reel. On the side, it's hard to see. It has 11 ball bearings, and I believe there's 2 bearings per reel handle, or reel knob. Speaking of which, the knobs here are much different than your typical Lose fare. So putting it next to the side of the handles from the Tournament Pro Speed Spool, it's actually a little bit thicker, or a little bit more substantial. It's their proprietary EVA foam matched with some cork, so it's very light. I like the thickness of it. It's reminiscent of your Daiwa reel handles or with your Shimano Septon grips, which I feel is like some of the best feeling reel grips out there. Okay, so if you're hoping that Lose will have put some thicker grips on this reel, on their reels, this is the one. Okay, so putting it side by side with the current Tournament Pro Speed Spool, this one is like about at least around 6.5 ounces. And again, this is 5.7 ounces. Both of them have carbon fiber handles from the look of it. Width-wise, it's hard to, you might be able to tell from here, but this reel is actually narrower than this reel. So if I put my thumb next to it, you see that you have more space in the spool of this one compared to this one. This one has a more broad or more blunt face. This is a little bit more narrower, so it does feel a lot more compact in the hand. But you know, palmability wise, this is still a great reel. This one kind of takes it to the next level, makes it a little bit smaller. It's okay. So just spinning this around. Braking system, this is purely externally adjustable centrifugal braking system versus the old Lose. It's a dual braking system, combination of external magnetic braking and internal centrifugal. Looking from below, I can take this little tag off. First impressions, gearbox. This does look a tad bigger. Actually, it does look a tad bigger than this one. But just putting in the hands, you don't really feel the difference at all. It's not as obvious as it would with the Revo series. To me, the gearbox is just a little bit on the bigger side, and you do kind of feel it if you put on a rod. But for some people, it doesn't matter. But for me, I do notice it. So, reel foot, you notice here they have a little bar, but this one doesn't have. Again, maybe one of their ways to save some weight on their reel. Okay. So nice, and here's the lube port that you can easily access by just unscrewing this little screw at the base. Okay. So turning around. Okay. So again, palmability is very nice to palm. Let's bring it next to another good reel that's very easy to palm. Is your Shimano the Corrado 200i. I really like this reel. This is my dedicated crankbait / jerkbait reel. A little bit heavier, or actually noticeably heavier. This comes in at 7.4 ounces versus again 5.7 ounces. But the way both of these palm is just very similar. Size wise, it's hard to tell. Sorry, this is my first time making a video, but pretty much the same size or very, very similar form factor in the front as well, where it kind of narrows. So this one, it's a smooth reel, but definitely not as glassy smooth as your Lose. However, if you like the more connected feeling where you can actually feel the gears, the Corrado 200i has a unique micro mesh gearing system. If you really like that connected feeling, then maybe the Corrados or the Shimanos are best for you. Metanium also has a connected feeling, but it's much smoother. So if you can ever get your hands on one to just test it out, go ahead and do so. Again, I really like the Shimano Septon handles, and this new Lose, the handles are very similar in shape and width. Okay. So I bought this reel to pair it with my Omen 13 Fishing Omen Black 7'1" medium heavy action rod for vertical presentation. So working Texas rigs, jigs, as well as working soft plastics such as flukes or your Senkos or whatnot. So I really wanted a lightweight reel that I can just shuck all day without any problems. So let's go ahead and match this up with my with the Omen Black.